What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the JMGO N1S 4K projector. Taking a look at some of the specs, this has a triple laser projection with a 4K resolution, a brightness of 1100 ISO lumens, a 1600 to 1 contrast ratio, built-in Google TV, and stereo speakers with 20 watts of power. As you can see here, the packaging of the projector does double as a storage case as well. This is a thick styrofoam case with a little locking tab on top. And then when you open it up, you have space for the projector and for the power adapter and remote as well. So very convenient to have that. So you can just store it away like that and easily transport or store it in there. All right, so taking a look at the actual projector itself, as you can see, this is a nice and sleek looking projector, but the thing that stands out most to me is how small and compact this projector is. As you can see, this is a very tiny cube, and it's also very lightweight as well at only 4.4 pounds, so I can easily carry this no problem at all. And then the gimbal stand at the bottom also doubles as a little handle, so you can easily transport it just like that. I'm not sure how well it shows on camera, but right here I have a cell phone. This is a S9 cell phone. And as you can see, just a very, very compact projector. And like I just said, this does have a built-in gimbal. It doesn't have anything that rotates on the bottom, but that's okay because you can just turn it and place it however you want like that. And then all you got to do is rotate it up or down just like that. So taking a look at the front, you have your projector lens. Right here, you have your sensors for the autofocus, auto keystone, and the other automatic features. Right here at the bottom, you have your power button. Flipping the projector around, you have a USB-A port, a HDMI 2.1 port, so you can connect the projector to a soundbar or surround sound system if you want it as well. And then right here at the side of the gimbal is where you plug in your DC power cord. And last but not least, taking a look at the remote, it is a more basic remote as it doesn't have backlight, but overall the buttons feel good, everything feels nice and responsive, so no complaints there. All right, so getting this projector set up is very easy. As I said earlier, you have a built-in gimbal, and this has 135 degrees of vertical adjustment. So just put it where you want it, point it at the wall, and if it's not in the right spot, you can go ahead and move it just like that. And then if you wanted to watch it up on the ceiling, you can also just rotate it and point it up, and then you'll get a image on the ceiling like that as well. As you can see, I do have a slanted ceiling, so it's not really ideal for that. But if you had this on a flat ceiling, that's where that would look a lot better. The gimbal on its own would be pretty useless on a regular projector, but it works well on this one since it has auto keystone, auto focus, auto screen fitting, and smart eye protection. And this does have a short throw ratio of 1.2 to 1, so you don't need to put it that far from the screen to get a nice and large image. And one thing I really like about JMGO projectors is their autofocus and auto keystone is some of the quickest I've used on any projector. With other projectors, you move the image and you'll see a white screen and it kind of focuses and does this thing for about 5-10 seconds. But this one is nearly instantaneous. So I'm going to go ahead and move around the image. And as you can see, as I move it, it's automatically resizing it to keep it nice and square. And it's also staying completely in focus as well. And like I just said, this does have smart eye protection. So as soon as something passes by the projector, it'll automatically dim the laser so you don't accidentally look into it. And this is also going to be great if you have kids. Same thing, you don't want them looking inside the laser and hurting their eyes. And as you can see, it does work very quickly as well. As soon as something passes by, it'll go ahead and dim the laser and then show that message there. All right, so taking a look at the home screen, as you can see, this is a smart projector with built-in Google TV, and you have thousands of apps with this, including Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Hulu, and so on, so on. Definitely very good to have that Google TV built into this projector, especially when you consider how portable this projector really is. So all you need to do is bring the tiny projector with you, plug it in, and just like that, you're ready to go and ready to watch content. And as you can see here, this is also a very responsive interface. Some of these projectors have built-in Google TV and everything's all slow and laggy, but this one is very responsive and reacts as soon as I press something on the remote. And I tested out apps and these do open very quickly as well. Last but not least, this does have Wi-Fi 6, which is going to give you a very quick and stable connection. And this is also going to let you mirror content directly from your Android or Apple devices as well. Taking a look at the image quality, this projector definitely puts out a very good looking image. As I said earlier, this has a 4K resolution with 1100 ISO lumens, or converted, this will be equal to 1375 ANSI lumens. This may not sound like a lot, but this is definitely more than enough to put out a nice and bright image. As you can see here, even with the lights on, you can still see everything very easily. Yes, you lose some contrast, which is inevitable with any projector, but overall you still get a very usable image. Brightness aside, this projector has a 110% BT 2020 color gamut, which is going to give you nice and accurate colors. Overall, everything looks very natural, and I was happy with the image right out of the box. Another feature this has is dynamic light speckle reducer technology, or what they call LSR, and this reduces light speckle by a very impressive 97%. I got very close to the screen and could not see any speckles, so it definitely works as advertised. I also took a video as close as possible so you can see this for yourself as well. When it comes to gaming, this projector has a 17 millisecond latency. For casual gaming, anything 50 milliseconds or less is usually good enough, and then if it's a quicker game or first-person shooter, that's where you'll want at least 30 milliseconds or less. As I just said, this has a 17 millisecond latency, so no matter what game you play on this projector, everything will feel nice and responsive. When it comes to sound, this has audio that was co-developed with Dyna Audio, which is a high-end audio company. As for the actual speakers, this has two 10-watt speakers, which are rated to play as low as 55 Hz. With most projectors, it's almost mandatory to use an external sound source just because of how bad they usually sound. But this one definitely has a nice and full sound that is more than enough to easily enjoy a movie or game directly on the projector. This also has certifications for both DTS and Dolby Audio. And of course, if you did want it to go louder, you could always connect it to a Bluetooth speaker or soundbar as well. Last but not least, compared to a regular projector, you don't have to worry about changing the bulb every few years, as it does have a very long lamp life of 30,000 hours. Overall, this is definitely a solid projector. It puts out a great picture, it's very lightweight, and best of all, it also comes at a very good price as well. All in all, if you happen to be shopping for a lifestyle projector, I would highly recommend this one here, which again is the JMGO N1S 4K. If you would like to purchase or get more information, I'll also have the link in the description as well. All right, well, that about wraps up this video. As usual, if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a comment and let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.